Frangež.
Ja, zdaj live. Odlično, prosim, da se nam pridružijo tukaj pri pozdravnem delu slovenskega dne gospod minister in gospod veleposlanik. Lepo pozdravljeni, moje ime je Miroslav Polzer. Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Slovenia Day at the Digital Innovation and Digital Art for Climate Pavilion. My name is Miroslav Polzer. I'm with the International Association for the Advancement of Innovative Approaches to Global Challenges. It's a civil society organization based in Klagenfurt in Austria. And I myself, I'm a Carinthian Slovene, so my mother tongue is Slovenia, and therefore I'm very happy to host here at our Digital Innovation Pavilion our Slovenian guests, Slovenian friends and partners in the Partnership for the Planet, as we are looking how can we bring new solutions to this global community, to the UN conferences. And we will start this Slovenia Day with a presentation of MetaCop solution. And I will give the floor now to Tadej Slapnik, Hashnet and Ljubljana Technology Park, who have developed this solution.
Thank you, Miroslav. I hope you can hear me well.
Yes, we hear you well.
Greetings also from my side. I'm really honored and happy that we realized our plan actually from the March this year, where together with Miroslav and colleagues from Climate Change Coalition, we were participating at regional COP event in Dubai, and we initiated flagship initiative that we will try to build up MetaCop solution with main aim to use new technologies to involve and to include various stakeholders globally to be part in the three-dimensional space virtual world of COP27 in Egypt. Today we actually have a Slovenian day, all day also present and going on in Metacop. We developed this solution with our partners from Technology Park and Reba XR company from Slovenia. And I would like to ask you, Miroslav, to show the video that we prepared with main aim, of course, to introduce to all of you how it looks like.
Hello, my name is Tadej Slapnik, and I will show you how MetaCop is actually functioning in real. Let me share the screen with you. As you can see, this is the presentation video, how the inside of MetaCop looks like when you are entering through this Distriverse platform into MetaCop. First you can see is the entrance with a few pavilions built up with the main idea to enable online collaboration in 3D space, with the main aim, of course, to use the new technologies, Metaverse and others, to enable better interaction of people globally who, as you can see, can enter MetaCop, use the stands to present their companies, their organizations, also speak with each other, show their presentations, organize conferences inside, and of course use all other potentials of three-dimensional communication through Metaverse. What is really important and what is really exciting is that MetaCOP27 is a really innovative platform that for the first time as a pilot platform, of course, enable various organizations, as you can see, to present themselves and to collaborate in the framework of the side event of COP27. And we are also really proud that we are collaborating here with Republic of Slovenia, which supported the project of MetaCop, and they have also their own Slovenian pavilion that we are entering just now, where the few ministries have their stands: Ministry of Economic Development and Technology, National Agency Spirit for Promotion of Businesses. And here, as you can see, is the main stage where we are communicating various events taking place on the spot in Egypt, but also today, when we will have the conference as Slovenian Day at MetaCop, we will be streaming inside the Slovenian pavilion the press conference and the conference about the potentials of green transition and the presentation of innovative Slovenian companies, high-tech innovative Slovenian companies, already developing and delivering solutions for green transition. With this, the video presentation comes to the end. I would like, of course, to say big thanks to everybody who are collaborating with us on these projects, and I'm of course looking forward to the future progress of MetaCop. We know that MetaCop we will of course try to develop even further, because COP28 is on the way, where together with other countries, together with other companies, organizations, we would like to upgrade the MetaCop, that even more participants will join, and more, and also broadly organizations and companies will present themselves and interact in the COP28 next year in Dubai. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, I would believe that the stage is mine, or Miro? No sound.
Okay, yes, Saša, the floor is yours. Saša Leban, Secretary for Economy and Tourism in the Cabinet of the Government of the Republic of Slovenia. Saša, the floor is yours, and thanks for all the great work that you are doing, and your team and your colleagues.
Well, thank you very much for having me here. I'm really excited to be part of this spectacular event. Although it was organized in a really, really short time, we could not have missed this opportunity to be part of that. So on behalf of the government of Slovenia and on behalf of our Prime Minister, I would really like to point out that for Slovenia, protecting the climate and the planet is one of the top priorities. We are a green country with a lot of natural resources, and we have a high biodiversity, so we are aware of the importance of this necessary fight against the climate change. We have probably experienced, if not before, this year, the power of nature and what it can do to us. So if we didn't get the message before, now is definitely time for a wake-up call. And we should all act immediately. It is not enough anymore to just understand the importance of sustainable development, but we have to do something about that. And protecting the environment and fight against the climate change should be the priority in all international development projects. Climate change, as we know, knows no borders. Therefore, leading by example, helping each other, and sharing best practices should become a routine for all of us. That's why we are here today, and that's why we are supporting this event, because with this innovation made by Tehnološki Park and the partners, MetaCop really gives us the opportunity to have, let's say, a positive impact on the climate, because there is no CO2 print when we have meetings and events in the Metaverse. So we are here today also to see some best practices, some innovative practices of and technologies of Slovenian companies or organizations, and hopefully somebody will get an idea how we can contribute with the knowledge, with the expertise, and especially with the proactiveness that we will definitely be involved in the next years to come. I'm not gonna talk too much because you will all see what Slovenian companies, organizations, and the Roundtable will have to show. I would just like to finish with the saying of Jay Inslee, who said, "We are the first generation to feel the sting of a climate change, but we are the last generation that can do something about it." So let's contemplate on this thought for a moment, and let's do something about it. Not just talk about it, but let's show. Thank you very much. No sound.
Okay, now it should work again, I guess. Yes. Okay. So it's really wonderful to have you. You have brought all the together all the relevant stakeholders. You have ensured us that the Slovenian government is ready to be bold, to be innovative here at the COP27 and at the forthcoming COPs. And with this opening of the doors, we had a chance to bring this new solution here, and delighted to have His Excellency, the Ambassador of the Republic of Slovenia in Egypt, Sašo Podlesnik, who will say a few words about how this kind of initiatives, Slovenia Day and Slovenian solutions, are playing a role here in Egypt and at the COP. Please.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm very happy to be able to share the stage with His Excellency Minister Brežan, State Secretary Frangež, other government representatives, very successful entrepreneurs, and other guests. Very happy also that we can see the presentation of the Slovenian knowledge here today. I mentioned earlier at the press conference we have a long-standing tradition in innovative technologies, artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, etc. Of course, these technologies, as has already been mentioned, already are very relevant. Also in the area of green transition, helping to meet countries, their goals in climate change mitigation, adaptation. As ambassador to Egypt, I should perhaps mention that Egypt certainly is one of those countries that has been putting lots of effort and resources in trying to achieve its green transition. And I think this kind of technologies will prove very useful. So I'm really looking forward to exploring the possibilities to cooperate with Egypt on this in this field. Also, I'm glad to see that we're also thinking ahead and in preparation of the next COP, and also United Arab Emirates, I'm sure, are very eager to cooperate in these matters. So I'm very happy, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Podlesnik. And now to the highlight of the event today here. We are extremely honored to have Uroš Brežan, the Minister for the Environment and Space of the Republic of Slovenia, with us. Please, Mr. Minister, take the floor and tell us your vision about Slovenia and the global climate efforts.
Thank you, dear ladies and gentlemen. I'm really glad to be here with you today. While negotiations in COP27 are closing to the climax, I believe and I can see that there are many side events all around here, and I'm really pleased that I was invited to this partnership event between Austria and Slovenia, and I can congratulate to the companies that developed the innovative solution MetaCOP27. I really hope and keeping my fingers crossed that this solution will find its space in the digital world and also in the real world. As we can see, we are combining both today. I'm sure that you will be successful on your path towards better management of climate crisis, and that this way you will enable better solutions that will provide us with a path to the climate adaptation, and this way also make our life better in the future. I'm really glad that we saw one presentation. We will see, as I'm informed, another presentations of other companies in the field of innovative solutions, in the field of material efficiency, smart mobility, energy, and advanced digital solutions. And really, congratulations, and I really hope that your solutions and your efforts will find its way to the digital, as I said, and the real world. I'm sure that government of Slovenia will enable you and show all the support needed on your path. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister Brežan. Prav lepa hvala, da ste prišli danes k nam. Smo zelo počaščeni in smo prepričani, da to, kar danes delamo tukaj, da je pomembno za prihodna leta in za cele Združene narode. So it's really an honor to have the minister here, and we are really grateful for your words of support and encouragement and partnership, because Slovenia is a small country, Austria is a small country, but if we work together, a lot is possible. The sky is the limit, and especially I see great potentials for Slovenia in the next year, of course, with your pavilion that you have in Dubai. This can be really a hotspot, hub for leadership, real leadership in the field of technological and digital innovation for climate. But also then the next year will be the COP29, presided over by the Eastern European group of countries. And if there would be any ambitions of Slovenia to be there strongly involved, we in Austria would certainly be happy to mobilize support logistically and even financially with non-state actors engagement also. Part of our effort is to mobilize the resources of civil society, of the citizens. And we have some prospects that we will have large-scale resource mobilization, and that we'll be able to support innovations in the process and beyond. And with this, I'm happy to provide, to engage also the State Secretary of the, okay, but still I have to find the, okay, here we have Matevž Frangež. Can you hear us? Matevž Frangež, State Secretary at the Ministry of Economic Development and Technology. we are very happy that you are our partner also with Metacop and with the Digital Innovation Pavilion. And please tell us a few words about your ministry.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Hello to Egypt and hello Metacop and hello Metaverse. So as you see, I'm in a car. I'm driving alone. So it's really hard for me to talk about the greener, carbon-free future while driving alone in the urban city center, Ljubljana, in a German diesel. So sorry for that. However, Sasha nicely ended with a quote. So let me start with one. Antonio Gramsci said, when the old is dying and the new is cannot be born, this is the precise moment when the crisis began. So what we have to ask ourselves is what is dying and what cannot be born yet. I'm sure that what we are facing now in this year, in previous years, but also in a decade that follows, is actually the interconnected effects of different major changes. And what is a major change in the climate? I see fundamental belief that we cannot prolong our way of living, our way of cooperating, our way of satisfying the needs of our economies and humankind as whole in the ways we did before. So I'm enthusiastic about Slovenia being one of the pioneers once again when introducing the MetaCOP27 and encouraging other countries, businesses, societies, non-governmental organizations in discussing the challenges ahead in this way. With this government, as Sasha and Minister Brežan mentioned before, we have also the new courage to realize all these what we know for years, if not decades. But we see the new courage of Slovenian government to make this enormous, ambitious, transformational change of our economy and our communities to somehow catch up on our ambition goals in building carbon-free, carbon-neutral future. Not only future, but also our today. Because we see in this crisis that the change is possible, but what we need is now is strong cooperation and support for businesses and communities to achieve these ambition goals. So thank you very much for having me here. And I'm really proud that Slovenia is showing itself on COP in Egypt and in COP in its digital application in such leadership showing fashion. Thank you very much.
Miroslav, if you can hear me, please unmute yourself. We didn't hear you for the last 3 minutes.
Okay, you didn't hear me. That's a pity.
Yes.
Okay.
Each time you have to turn on your mic again.
Yeah, because there is some disturbance coming from my microphone, therefore I have unmuted it. I have muted it. Okay, it's again for the virtual audience also. Great thanks to the public authorities, to the Minister Brežan and State Secretary Frangež, and also for the Ambassador and Saša Leban from the cabinet of the Prime Minister from the Republic of Slovenia for all the support. And now we come to the session with presentation of best practice cases from Slovenian companies and organizations, which will be led by Tadej Slapnik. Please take over the floor.
Thank you, Miroslav. As it was mentioned, today's conference with the headline Digital Innovation for Green Transformation have the aim to showcase with the companies that we invited to show us where actually they are standing, what actually they are doing on the field of utilization, either digital innovations, either other innovations on their green transition. In the first panel, we will give the floor to eight companies, starting, and here I would like to already announce Suncontract, representative Mr. Andrej Simončič, to present what actually our company is doing and try to connect this to the topic of our conference, how this contribute green transition. Please, Andrej, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I hope you can see me well, and thank you today for the stage. I would like to say good afternoon to all the people present in Egypt, to our Minister Brežan, and to all the people present in Metaverse, and I'm waving to you in your dimension. Like I said, I am Andrej. I'm coming from a company, Suncontract, and Suncontract is a part of Sonce Group, which is present on the market for the last 20 years. And we are right now operating in Slovenia and Estonia, but we are also expanding to other neighborhood countries and other countries in Europe. The Sonce Group consists of 13 companies, but the one I'm working in is Suncontract, which is known for its blockchain-based peer-to-peer energy marketplace, which is operating now for the past 4 years. The whole group is completely in private ownership. Our mission and vision is to enable every individual and business customer to participate in our energy marketplace and also to directly connect consumers and producers of electrical energy, allowing them to become more sustainable and energy sufficient with only renewable energy sources. Our Sonce Group consists of 4 pillars in our business. First is solar IPC, then independent power producers, electricity balance group responsible, and the last one, our GEM, Global Energy Marketplace. I will talk only about pillar 3 and 4 because they are connected one with each other. We are an electricity supplier. That means that in the countries where we are present in, we need to have a balanced group. Right now, we have a balanced group opened in Slovenia and Estonia, but we are also opening balanced group in Croatia shortly and also to other European countries. Where we have our balanced group, we can have our 4th pillar, which is Suncontract peer-to-peer energy marketplace. This is a first retail peer-to-peer energy marketplace, and it's totally based on blockchain, which means that the customers, in our example, the customers are electricity consumers and electricity producers, can make smart contracts without any intermediaries. On our platform, there are only renewable energy sources. We have solar power plants, hydropower plants, wind power plants, and also biomass power plant, which is also considered as a renewable energy source. Our marketplace has two features. First one is peer-to-peer energy trading. This means that the consumer and producer can make smart contracts for the next months at a specific price they want, and they can agree on that price so that they share this electricity with one another, and they exactly know how much they will pay for this electricity. Marketplace can also be used as a hedging method for consumption for big businesses, and they can hedge their consumption portfolio for the next years. And they are lowering the risk of the volatility of a global energy market. On the marketplace, we have public deals, but there are also personal deals. In this case, you know with which customer you make an agreement for the specific price in a specific month. All the other deals on the marketplace are public, and in this case, you don't know with which customer you made an agreement. Our marketplace supports crypto and also fiat payments. Here you can see a basic screenshot from a profile of one user, and here you can see a wallet, crypto wallet address on which customers store our token. It's called CNC, which can be also found in some crypto exchanges. And also, like I said, our platform also uses fiat, in this example, euro. Energy Marketplace also supports monitoring feature, which means that the customer, that can be a consumer or producer, can track their consumption and production in real time, and also has historical values for the past days, weeks, months, and also for the years. And here we can see a basic screen of our peer-to-peer energy platform. You can see it's divided into two sections. Here you can see public customer orders, and on the right side, you can see producer orders. Right now, we are logged in with a consumption profile, in this case with my colleague. And here you can see we can accept the deals from the producers that were offered publicly. In this case, all these offers comes from hydro power plants. Our future plans are expanding our peer-to-peer services across Europe, invest in renewable energy sources in Southern Europe, and release new global blockchain energy services. Thank you for your attention. We are available on all the major social media channels, and you're welcome to follow us. Thank you.
Andrei, thank you. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Do you have the sound? Okay. It's really nice to see the goals that you had ahead. You didn't tell us the last one written, that in 10 years you're aiming to become a unicorn. Crossing finger for that, and congratulations for your great work. Now I would like to call Mrs. Vesna Virant from Medex company. Thank you, Andrei. I hope, Vesna, you are with us, and I will ask Miroslav to give her the stage. As it seems, we have some connections problems.
Hi, Tadej. Who shall I add to the stream?
Miss Vesna Virant, Mrs. Vesna Virant from Medex company.
She is not on the stream yet.
Then we will wait for her, and we will go directly to Mrs. Ursha Pisani from Arctur. Ursha is with us, I hope. Can you give a floor to her? Yes, please. Welcome, Ursha.
Everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly. The floor is yours.
Okay, just give me a second to share the screen, the right one. So, if you can see the screen, then I can start. Thank you very much for inviting us. I'm very honored to be together with you today. I'm presenting Arctur and the Initiative Tourism 4.0. Arctur is a
You are
40 years...
not full screen. If you could change your slides to full screen, that would be appreciated.
I had it just once. Yeah, well, then it will... I will try to share. Sorry, I'm the first time in this. Can you see now? I don't know what you can see. This one, and if I share in full screen.
Still not full screen, but it's okay.
Let me just
if you go
try
on
again.
Presentation mode.
Yes,
it should be fine.
Before.
It's fine.
Now it's fine?
It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, I proceed. So Arctur is a 30-year-old company. We are the largest private-owned supercomputer provider in Central Europe. We are icebreakers in bringing high-tech technologies to SMEs in various sectors. Today, I will present you the experiences that we have in bringing the technologies from Industry 4.0 to tourism. This is what we are doing about 4 or 5 years from now. After many experiences in Industry 4.0, in many R&D projects in that sector, we started to bring this technology to this new field. First, I want to present you how we address the challenges that arose after COVID. We know that COVID brought many changes to our lives in terms of digitalization, but also in terms of living. So many persons in Slovenia started to hike. We love mountains. We have sea, mountains, everything in our country, but the mountains became very crowded. And we want to address this issue, which is related also to climate, because this outdoor tourism became very popular, and we wanted to find a solutions how to bring the great experience to remain for the quality of local residents. To remain, to not harm their lives, but still bring experience to visitors. And in these projects, in which we cooperate with the Alpine Association of Slovenia, we put sensors on the Alps and started to measure, to use data to really predict, in combination with different data sources, which roads, which parking slots, which areas will be overcrowded to prevent accidents, to redirect the flows and help to create great experiences from both perspectives, as I said before, quality of life for local residents and for visitors. Another example with which we address the issues of climate is by using our tourism impact model, with which we want to measure the impact of tourism on specific destinations. So we want to create kind of digital twins of destinations with more than 300 indicators. In doing that on different regions of the Black Sea area, Danube, and around Europe, we have learned that this is very, very difficult to gather local data. So not just some data, like local data. And this is what we want to address. So we started a project supported by European Space Agency in using space data to get direct data to use in our system in order to get to combine them with other data that we are collected on the field. So advantage in using that is that we address this problem of lack of data on the field, and combined with this data that we can get directly from satellites regarding, for example, air quality, UV blooming, algal blooming, land usage trends, and so on. In this way, we can make new combination and new prediction with which we can then take decisions that are relevant for tourism and decision maker and all those who create strategies, and again try to redirect tourist flows not only in the Alps but also in other areas. With these examples, I just wanted to show you that in Slovenia we are like very, very advanced in using technologies, combining different data sources in terms of with the aim to use them to create tourist experiences which are really trying or respecting the impact that they have on the climate. With Tourism 4.0 partnership, and you're all welcome to join us, free, no obligations. We're addressing these issues and are happy to everyone who join us with this mission. So much shortly from my side. So I don't know which screen you have been seeing. I stop sharing.
Thank you, Urška. We saw your screen perfectly. I would like now to ask Miroslav to give the floor to Mr. Eric Panic, representative of Medex company.
Eric is not yet on the stream. He's not in the background.
It's not yet. Then we go to Mr. Daniel Avdagic from Our Living Lab. Is Daniel with us?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I am here.
The floor is yours.
And all the best from Dubai, where, let me...
Miroslav, let him share the screen.
Can you see my screen? Yes. Okay. So AV Living Lab stands for Autonomous Vehicle Living Lab, and what I would like...
We are seeing your screen, sorry, Daniel. We are seeing your screen, but the StreamYard one, not the one with the slides.
Okay.
It's when you present, you can also go there to share slides, and then you can upload the PowerPoint slides. This is the easiest way, not to share the screen. It can confuse what you see, but if you share the slides directly. Are you uploading your slides?
Yes, but earlier was working because now the file is too big. So I would so share screen. Can you let me share my screen?
It's not appearing yet.
then if somebody can go instead of me, and I will fix it and be the next one.
Okay, then we will ask Miss Maya Erala from Elaphe. Miroslav, if you can give the floor to Maya. Hello, Maya.
Can you all see and hear me?
Yes, we can hear and see you. Please try to press this button present and then put the slides on.
Sure, just a sec.
Miroslav, give the access to her.
Doesn't seem that I can share the PDF that I have open. Just a sec. Share screen. So this should work, right? Can you all see my screen now?
Yes, we can now.
Perfect, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Maya Erala, and I'm the business developer of Elaphe Propulsion Technologies. We are developing and producing electrical in-wheel motors for electric vehicles and applications, together with inverters, PCUs, and software electronics and other solutions that we can offer. Just a short history. We are a sort of a legacy scale-up in a developing market. We were founded in 2006, and from that point on, we have developed quite a lot of collaboration with major tier ones and also with other partners. We have developed in 2014, we have developed the propulsion control, and a year before the power electronic software and also silicon carbide hardware tools. I'm just mentioning this because we are focusing on this event on digital innovations. And in 2016, we have secured 10 million euro investment round. From that point on, we have secured another investment in last year. But otherwise, in the previous year, in 2021, we were preparing for mass production, so for SOP. And according to that, we are planning our growth in this year. So at the end of this year, we are starting with the building of our new headquarters, together with the production line, according to the digitalization, optimization of the production as well. As for the people, here says that we have over 150 people employed, but at the moment we are a little bit over 170, and we are targeting 200 people at the end of this year. As for the locations, our headquarters are in Slovenia, of course, and we also have a joint venture in Hangzhou in China and a branch office in Detroit in the US. As for the vision and mission, of course, we are supporting the creation of mobility for a sustainable future, but also we would like to revolutionize electric mobility by improving the packaging of the powertrain, weight, energy consumption, and also user experience. When it comes to the industry focus, our customers come from all over the world, so we are globally present. And they are either startups, newcomer OEMs, or established or legacy OEMs and other tech companies that are developing their technologies and are in need of our solutions. As already mentioned, we have all the major industry players and tier ones on board, and also together with the suppliers, we have established and well-established supply chain for our materials as well. Besides the in-wheel motors that we're producing, you can see here some of them. We're also producing power electronics, multi-motor control units, and also HMI connectivity module. But besides that, we're also quite large on engineering services, whether it's the product, either production development, testing, validation, and others. Here are the two main motors that we are producing at the moment. So we are focusing on we have the highest torque density motor in the world, and we're focusing on the high performance electric motors at the moment. So at the end of this year and in the next year, we are going into series production. As for this is a little bit of the how the motor is constructed. So the wheel motor goes into the space inside the wheel. So it occupies the already existing space, and therefore it frees up a lot of space otherwise occupied in the vehicle by the central motor, and therefore it enables a lot of benefits for the manufacturer or the developer of the vehicle. As for the electronics, we also are developing a lot of features, and together with the innovation in the digital technologies, we are enabling vehicle dynamics and improving the comfort, the maneuverability, and other features in the vehicle, and also optimizing the efficiency. So these are the services that we are also providing, and in these services we are learning a lot and developing a lot. Amongst them, we also developed our own testing equipment and also production equipment, since we have quite a unique product. As already mentioned, we offer quite a lot of benefits to the potential customer, either from on the vehicle level, on the end user level, on the powertrain level, and so on, and also a lot of optimization and benefits, depending on the vehicle that someone is developing. This is a little bit about the price. So we are rather competitive in comparing to the central electric motor. The industry, so it is a developing market, not only the electric vehicles, but especially the adaptation of the implementation of in-wheel motors into the powertrain technology. So this is a developing market, and there are some challenges that we have successfully addressed so far. The market has adopted our technology rather well. So this is, we are cooperating with all the major OEMs in the market, but of course, most of the cooperation is under NDAs. But here we are presenting three of our partners that we are working at the moment. And the Lordstown, this is a pickup truck from the US. Aptera is also a company from the US, working on the high-efficient solar vehicle with pushing the radius of 1,000 miles. Lightyear is a Dutch company, a Dutch startup, developing a solar, also a solar vehicle that, and it consequently it frees the. You don't need the power. Infrastructure, so you are independent and you are only charging on the sun mostly. So this is us. This is on the left. You can also see the oldest wheel, wooden wheel that was found in Slovenia. Since we are presenting a lot to the foreign customers, this is an interesting part that we know a thing or two about the wheels at Elaphe. Thank you.
Thank you a lot, and congratulations for your great achievements. Miroslav, as we discussed, we will try to now again give a floor to Daniel. And I'd like to ask you to put Eric from backstage into the main stage. And Daniel, I hope now you will be able to share the screen with us. Please, the floor is yours. And have in mind that we have some 4 minutes maximum for your presentation. And we already see Eric. Hello. Okay.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. So now I hope my presentation works very well. So I will talk about AI Driving Hub that we launched, that was created in Slovenia and launched in UAE in Dubai. And the Driving Hub is basically a solution that is using the artificial intelligence, the biometrical sensor collection, and we are using the 3D environment, Metaverse, for driver recruitment. Around the globe, 2.6 professional drivers are missing. And we want to tackle sustainability. We know that transport is a big contributor to sustainability, and drivers are the roots. So their acceleration and braking, if we can fix that, we can fix a lot of challenges. The way we want to do it is we are basically a hardware developer, software developer, and AI coder, and we created a unique environment, as you can see here, where people are in Metaverse trained, and among them also on eco-driving, and professional drivers are majority of the drivers on the roads. And if you imagine Dubai, in Dubai, drivers are coming from 200 nations, and these kind of solutions are used to improve the driver safety, but also sustainability. We tried with VR headset, but technology is not ready yet, so motion sickness is quite high. So currently we have this 180 degrees experience by using screens, and we have the sound dome that we can replicate this kind of sounds surround from all sides and isolate the driver so that he feels really part of the metaverse. And when technology with VR improves, we will provide immersive 360 degrees metaverse experience. Like I said, the core is data collection. And based on data, we recognize driver weaknesses. And one of them is eco-driving. And we can apply AI trainings to train the driver. And this data collection is done in 15 minutes. And then we can help the driver. So AI for good is our mission. Of course, there is a need for market awareness, education, and we started with early customers. So currently we have more than 23 clients who already are testing, or they are already becoming our paid clients. We integrated into GCC, so we are on multiple events. Currently, I'm in Dubai because I was in Abu Dhabi on Monday and Tuesday on Mobility Education Summit, talking about this amazing technology. We get great response from the media, and in this year we are basically planning for next year to have similar installations in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in Abu Dhabi, and by end of the year, India, Pakistan, and Uganda and Sudan in Africa. So this would be from my side.
Thank you a lot. Congratulations for your global impact that you are delivering. Definitely, we should catch up also with the activities that we are preparing for COP28 in Dubai. Thank you a lot. Now we have Eric with us, finally.
Hi.
Eric from Medex. Please, the floor is yours. And then Sergey from Iskraemeco. Please, Eric.
Okay.
You can share
Can you hear me well?
Super.
Okay, super. So I will shortly use this opportunity to present our corporate video, which is 2 minutes, that you will see who we are. So Medex in general is a producer of honey and bee products, like food supplements. So we are present in around 30 countries. But let's switch to the corpo video and enjoy. Let's be more interactive.
Miroslav, please let him share the screen. Do we have Miroslav?
Slovenia, the green half of Europe, cradle of beekeeping and apitherapy. The presence of bees is essential for the ecosystem. Honeybee.
There is no request for sharing screen from Eric.
Eric, did you push the button present?
Yeah, present.
I did. It should be now.
Now, it's not appearing here. Let me check here. It's not here. It's not a...
Medex has been the driving
No,
we can hear it, but we cannot see it.
Yeah, okay, but It's not here. The share the request is not here.
Food supplements based on products like royal jelly, honey, propolis, and pollen, all straight.
Let me start again. Please try again. It's
since 1954.
and now I see it. Okay, now I can.
Please go
54.
from the start. Right.
Super.
Slovenia, the green hearth of Europe, cradle of beekeeping and apitherapy. The presence of bees is essential for the ecosystem. Honeybees are responsible for 1/3 of world food production, and their importance to mankind is beyond measure. The beehive is full of treasures, the healing treasures that benefit human health. Medex has always been the driving force behind the development and knowledge spreading in the field of beekeeping, locally and globally. We are passionate to improve people's lives with innovative food supplements based on bee products like royal jelly, honey, propolis, and pollen, all straight from the beehive. We are proud of our tradition and roots since 1954. Today, we are bringing tradition to high-quality standards, combining focused research with high-tech equipment and qualified experts in our own R&D department. We are a leading producer of food supplements based on bee products, specialized in liquid formulas with the highest content of honey, using the original recipes, efficient in improving health for more than 55 years. We are pushing the frontier of traditional use of bee products in clinically supported, clean label innovations. We take great care to preserve the stability of active ingredients. That is why we use glass, not plastic. Only the best for the consumer and environment. We hold ourselves accountable in all aspects of our business. Using renewable sources of energy to reduce carbon footprint and operating with IFS and GMP certifications. Like a bee family, sharing the same values with a clear mission for a better, bee-friendly world for everybody. From the beehive to the people. Proud ambassadors of Slovenia's green, creative, smart World Bee Day Initiator. Featured in Time magazine as the most bee-centric company. Medex. Powered by bees. Proven by science.
Okay, so this was a short promo video of our business. And just to add on, we are really trying to spread awareness of how bees are important for our everyday life. That's why we made a campaign this year, Plant a Tree, where we engaged our consumers to plant a virtual tree. And based on that, we were then planting the real one in Tanzania. We also were engaged to developing the beekeeping in Ghana and Bangladesh. So this is also on a global level. So basically, we are doing and living this how can I say, lifestyle and trying to promote the global idea, how bees are important for our everyday life. And basically, we want to have a bee-friendly world around us. So this is just in short from our side, and let's be the change.
Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot, Eric, for your positive approach. Now I hope we have Sergey with us from Iskraemeco. If not, then Miroslav, I would like to ask you to give him a main stage access. Miroslav?
Can we see each other?
Yes, we can.
Great. Yeah, thanks for having me here. I'm Sergey from Iskraemeco. I'm live from Egypt, and I'll present the Green Penguin, one of the solutions, digital solutions we have in Iskraemeco. Just to give you the background information, it's a collaboration between Slovenian and Norwegian partners, developing a new application that teaches kids how, in a small way, can reduce carbon footprint day by day. And also just give you background context information. We all know about the CO2 emissions that come from the energy use and the increasing population in the cities, which are forecasted even further on to increase. But it's even more important that what people actually think. I will give you an example. Me taking interview here. Interview in the Norway. Exactly. Voila. I've been executing the interview with the Norwegian kids just a few months ago, and there has been a nice story which I got after interviewing a girl, it was about 9 years old, asking her how does it make her feel when we discuss the climate change, and she answered to me, it really feels bad for me, because it's not only bad for the environment, for animals and plants, but also for humanity. And just by answering this question with such strong message, I didn't expect having such an impact just a few months ago during our development process. So based on those facts that I presented before and the stories like this, we decided to continue our journey to develop this digital solution to tackle the climate change and help cities on their decarbonization journey. So what we developed, it's first product that in our portfolio for mitigation of the carbon footprint is the Green Penguin, that helps kids, focusing on primary school kids, to support them and empower them on their journey of CO2 reduction. So here we really focus on the energy reduction, behavior change, digitalization and using digital tools, and also education and increasing the knowledge from the kids. So, and we're not only helping kids changing the behaviors and getting the insight, how can they help day by day, but with small actions, but we actually give insights back to the energy sector and the educational institutes, what the kids, what are the behaviors, what should be, and we bridge the gap, the communication gap between the governments, energy and resource systems, and the end users, in our case, kids. And actually, how does it work? It works in 5 simple steps. Kids get to know its own avatar, Green Penguin, that takes him by the hand on their journey. The penguin grows with him while the kids learns new knowledge, and also when he uses this knowledge in a practical everyday life, with, for example, taking bike to the school or turning off the lights in the school or in their home. And with those actions, he receives points that feed the penguin that grows with him, but on the other hand, compete with other people, other kids, who will be the best in decreasing the CO2 emissions. And by that, also not energy sector, not only education department and the government, but also kids, they win on their journey, minimizing their impact on the environment. I also want to mention that the story doesn't finish here. We decided to go really user by user in the whole system, ecosystem of the city, really starting with the kids. But in the next 3 years, we also want to focus on the users in the households, as well as industry and businesses, and not last but not least, also the governments in the year 2024, 2025. Yeah, unfortunately, our time has run out. We ran out of time. we would love to continue the story, what we still have prepared regarding the Green Penguin for kids. But we can still talk later on personally in Slovenia, or also just contact me via email, and I can give you more insights about the Green Penguin. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak and present the solutions, and thanks for listening.
Thank you, Sergey. Now I would like to invite Boris Shajnovic from Iskra to join us. And Miroslav, if you can, yes, you already did. Please, Boris, the floor is yours. 4 minutes.
Hello, thank you today. I will try to be quick, as it's quite a problem to represent a big company and what we do, because okay, thank you very much for your words today, and thank you for this great audience in beautiful Egypt. I have good memories from Egypt and the business that we've done in Egypt, and I believe we will continue. My name is Boris Shajnovic. I'm head of project management office at Iskra, and I will present you what we do on the green and sustainable at Iskra. But first, let me tell you something a little bit about company Iskra. We are around 1,500 employees from various countries we're coming from, and we have 80 R&D professionals. We do all these people are actually in 8 production facilities, and we are very proud about our history, which is now already 76 years old. And this year, company will finish with almost 300 million of revenues, which is quite a big step forward. If we take a look that 6-7 years ago, we were below 100. We are proud founders of SAQ, which is a Slovenian Institute of Quality, and of course of EDC Bled School. And we are proud for the new standard that we actually to build in our company. It's a ISO 27000 about information security, which is very important if we are talking about digitalization and moving forward actually these days. Where are we currently? We are currently covering the Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Macedonia, Serbia, Montenegro, and Bulgaria. But the mostly companies held in Kranj, where is the biggest business unit for R&D and for production plant. Then in Ljubljana, we have headquarters, and we have the system business unit where we are covering the energy, traffic, and telecommunication, water treatment, and so on. We have some smaller companies at Glinek and Šentvid. We are very proud about our sandwich, where we are building capacitors and where we are modernizing the company from, let's say, old and traditional production plant toward digital and modern company, where we investing a lot of our profit to modernize this business unit. We are also in the business of cables, where we develop and providing cables for various types of use. And we have in Šibenik in Croatia, we have shipyard, and I'm very proud to say that on all these locations, we are doing the new investments toward the green, toward the sustainability, toward to energy optimization, toward to have green energy with various types of investments. We invest into the photovoltaics, to batteries, to cogeneration, to many various types of technological and non-technological measures to lowering down the energy. What we do currently at Iskra, we are investing into the green products and solutions of our portfolio that we have. we said, and we are taking actions to lowering CO2 each year for at least 10%, which is quite a big step for us, because we are not so big, but with CO2 carbon, but still we want to be better. We implemented the battery into our 2 locations currently in the Kranj and in Semič, and now the next will be in Ljubljana, where we want to lowering the peaks, energy peaks that we have when we do the production, and to optimize the energy use. On all our locations, we replace the old devices for cogeneration with new ones, with the green ones, and with the new technologies here. We are building the production farm, photovoltaic farm around our locations, and I believe it would be more than 2 megawatts. We do regular energy inspections to see what we do, how we do, and what can we do even better. And we have energy management on all our locations. Definitely, it's every business unit is story for itself. Every time we cannot just install and connect. We always have to do the studies. We always have to talk about how and what we should we do that data from 0 to 1 would be understand as it should. And we go not up actually, down to bottom to the production line. And we are investing in our car park, and as you see, we have a lot of business units around the Europe, and we are global customers, and we are fully electrical our car park. So we are now buying only electrical cars, and also on our production plants we have electrical skiras for moving from one part of the company to other. We have electrical bikes for it. We don't want to use anything on the diesel, the benzene, and so on. And we provide to our employees and to our business partners free electrical charging for their cars, bikes, and so on. We are organizing transportation to work and so on, everything just to lowering our footprint. From last year, we are proud ambassador of Slovenian national campaign, I Feel Slovenia, with our energy meter, which is energy meter, we could say like any other energy meter, but this is a very special one. It has encrypted transmission, and it is possible to do any kind of influence into the system. So this is very popular now in electrical charging, where we are promoting actually the security and safe of such implementation and such of usage of electrical mobility. How far we go? We have our in Semič, where we also have our bees. So I believe Medex could reach us and talk about a little bit more to give us some advices. But what we are working every day to be more greener, more sustainable, and moving the company toward digital, green, and transform the company to be really the symbol of success on that field in Slovenia and wider. So we are doing that with extensive investment in our premises, where we are increasing production capacities by increasing green production. We are having the teams of professionals who are replacing the materials of our own products with greener, with replacing the solutions to also at least monitoring some new parameters as CO2 and so on. We are implementing the automatization, robotization, digitalization, and doing the employee trainings, and we are employing the people with ecological part. Everything that is because we want to push the company toward green. And one of the results of such our thinking and action is the project iPod, where we are building the, let's say, smart society with the green mobility transport by implementing many digital and not so digital solutions to lowering the traffic in the city, to offering optimized transport in the city, and to provide informations for further process and for interoperability. Another project which is interesting.
Boris, if
yes?
you can conclude because you are over time, please.
Okay, just 20 seconds. Edison Vinci, where we are providing the system with partners, we are providing system for no connectivity electrical charging for the cars and for trucks. And we are demonstrating now the flexible energy tariff in Slovenia. We are doing the projects with the hydrogen, where we are doing refitting of the ships in Croatia. We are developing and implementing already super capacitors for the electrical cars, and we have many other projects, for example, for real-time monitoring of carbon oxide in the company. And I believe that I could talk 1 hour more, but I don't have time. They are already pushing me to finish. But I'm very happy that to talk about that anytime, whenever the possibility is. So you can contact me on my contact informations, or find Iskra, and we are always open for discussion and further talk about these topics. Thank you.
Thank you a lot, Boris. Congratulations to Iskra. Really amazing work you do. So now we are concluding the first panel with Mrs. Milena Krajic. Miroslav, if you are so good to, yes, Milena from Magneti company, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Do you hear me?
We can hear you, we can see you.
Yeah, thank you. I will share you my presentation. Thank you for your invitation. Just a moment to share screen. Hello, my name is Milena Karajic, and I represent Magneti Ljubljana. Magneti Ljubljana is European manufacturer of permanent magnets, polymer bonded magnets, and magnetic systems. And we are very proud that we are located in Slovenia, and we invite everybody and say hello, everybody in Egypt, and to visit Slovenia and our factory. Our factory is established 71 years ago, and it goes to different stages of development. But today we are family-owned factory, small medium enterprise with turnover about 17 million euro per year. We produce different type of permanent magnets. Our main products are aluminum, nickel, cobalt magnets. About 70% of our sales breakdown. About 30% it is samari cobalt magnets, 3% magnetic systems, polymer bonded magnets, and about 2% sintered neodymium iron boron magnets. Our sales are more oriented for automotive industry, about 60%, but about 70% for electric motors, low voltage systems, also 16%, and other markets also we search. We are certificates for all automotive certificates which we need. Because we are located in Ljubljana in Slovenia, we do a lot of efforts to establish and to produce permanent magnets on sustainable way. Because of that, we got EcoVadis silver medal 2020 year, and last year we got this ambassador company for green creative, one of ambassador company for green creative smart work, because we can produce permanent magnets with usage end of life or scrap magnets, and in that way we reduced usage of critical raw materials. Also, last year we put solar panels on our roof, and on that way we reduced 10% of energy, and it means that we use 10% of solar energy for our production, and also we have planned to increase it during next year. Magneti Ljubljana produce different type magnets, as I mentioned. Here is a very old graph on which you can see different type of magnetic materials which exist today on the market. And Magneti Ljubljana produce aluminum nickel cobalt magnets, samarium cobalt magnet, sintered neodymium boron magnets, and bonded neodymium boron magnets. You can see here in different shapes. Also, we produce different alloys, and we had also development of alloys for hydrogen storage energy, for different magnetic systems, dental alloys, but also we are the most strongest on the production of permanent magnets, which we produce them in Ljubljana with tradition of 70 years. Our magnets are used for different ABS sensors in cars, DC motors, high voltage products. Also, these big magnets are used for railways, for various sensors, electric motors, generators. And we are also proud that during COVID-19 crisis, we got financial support from EIT Raw Materials, and we developed new sintered samarium 2 cobalt 17 magnets, which we now today do and finish prototypes, and we hope that we will start new project with big Euro producers of trains with this type of magnets. Magneti Ljubljana is one of very rare producers of sintered neodymium boron magnets in Europe. But these magnets are very important today for the whole world. They have various applications, especially for electric mobility, for wind turbines, electric generators, etc. And as I said, also we produce different bonded magnets. Last year, we patented and developed our own filament for 3D printed bonded neodymium boron magnets. And also we now are focused and oriented to produce different magnetic systems. Here is a picture where we of magnetic systems which we produce now. From the past, we also developed alloys, special alloys for batteries to storage hydrogen. And here is our main portfolio and our main customers. But I want to present why today's permanent magnets is very important for green transport, for green energy, because as you can see here from this table, in electric vehicles, today is 2.5 kilograms of permanent magnets. In hybrid vehicle, about 1.5 kilograms, but in benzene or diesel motor, it is only 200 grams of permanent magnets. And it is mean that when vehicles will go mostly in hybrid or electric, it's mean that consumption of permanent magnets will be increased, especially during next 5 years. And in Europe and whole world have very small capacity of production of this type of magnets. In last 15 years, for example, in Europe, 15 factories closed their production because they don't have economical value. But in Ljubljana, we still produced. And also these magnets are very important for wind turbines, for motors. For 1 megawatt produced from wind turbines is necessary to be a motor of 650 kilograms of permanent magnets, and it is huge consumption. Here is also graph where figures is predicted that usage of permanent magnets in e-mobility, in wind turbines, etc., will drastically increase in very near future. Because of that, permanent magnet production is very important, but also the rare earths and raw materials, which is very important as raw materials for production of this type of magnets. What we do in Magneti...
Elena, if you can please conclude.
Yes,
half
I will
a minute,
conclude.
please. Yes,
that we develop through different European funded and Slovenian ministry and research agency, different R&D projects where we developed production and usage of end-of-life magnets directly in our production instead of fresh materials. And also during these years, also we developed it, and we hope that it will help us to stay on the market and to produce and develop a circular economy and a sustainable production of permanent magnets. Thank you.
Thank you a lot for your amazing presentation. With this, we are concluding the first panel. And thank you to all, really to all panelists for your great contribution for today's conference. Due to the time limitations that we have with today's conference, we are moving to second panel where actually we are planning to do a roundtable, but due to the more than half an hour time that we already spent for the second panel, I will give the floor just to Ms. Nena Dokuzov from Ministry of Economic Development and Technology. Nena, please, in next 10 minutes, that we will be then on time, present the main challenges and the main potentials of digital innovations for green transitions in Slovenia, and again, all other companies who prepare themselves for the roundtable. We will do it somewhere in the near future, maybe in physical version. So I would like once again to take thanks to you. You can now switch off the platform, streaming platform, and follow us on the provided YouTube channel, in order that for the third panel that it will follow in 10 minutes, moderated by Saša Leban, other panelists will be able to join. So with no further delay, Nena, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you very much today. I hope that you hear me well. I will try to be very short and precise because I didn't prepare the presentation for this regarding the information on the panel. But in any case, I will just explain what we were planning or have also confirmed within the energy efficiency and the climate change or climate issues about the mitigation and the adaptation to the climate changes. As you know, we composed a whole set of the measures which present reform elements. And those reform elements are based on the challenges that we identified. First, we identified the challenges on the very dispersed market for renewable energy. And here we are offering the platform for the peer-to-peer trading and the
also the reporting through the energy e-identity of the companies. The second thing is that we also identified that we have in Europe established system that reporting system for emission trading and so on. But in any case, this is only for large polluters, not for small one or not for small and medium enterprises. So what we have here, we have a innovative technology platform based on blockchain, based on we can also upgrade this with augmentation or augmented reality, because we will then see the real consumption, the real emission, and we will enable the platform that will also be dedicated to how can I say, a measurement, evidence, and also verification of that emissions that are being put into the air. And the third thing is we are very aware that the construction sector is a large polluter or the largest polluter in the industry. But on the other hand, the investment in infrastructure create a substantial part of the budgetary income. So to find the balance, we are also focusing into using the technologies like blockchain, like AI, like IoT to collect, to record the data, to collect, to trace the data, and then to use that data for the how can I say, the construction, that smart construction, circular construction, and also the traceable construction. So the materials that are going to bring the efficiency in the use are going to be followed within the digital passport or digital identity of the materials. And here we are also using blockchain technology and all
I think we lost Nena. Miroslav, do you hear me? Miroslav?
Yes, we can hear you.
But we lost Nena, huh?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Well, to wait for Nena to come back into the streaming platform, I would use these few minutes probably. Additionally, it wasn't planned, but because we have time to share related to the activities that we did together last 40 days in MetaCop, and also, of course, today with the first Slovenian day organized in Metaverse Metacop. I would like to highlight the ongoing activities. Yes, Nena, just to finish. Okay. Related to development curriculums for extended reality education and its usage in industry. So this, we believe, is really important when we are introducing these new technologies like Metaverse, like XR technologies, that we are, of course, backing this up with education. So all the companies and all organizations interested in that field, you are invited to join this partnership project called Think XR, where the national partnership for extended reality will be formed and knowledge will be shared.
Nena, I hope now we have Brežan. We have 3 minutes more to conclude. Please, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I just wanted to invite also the innovative companies and the ideas, besides that classical reform elements and the measures that we have to with digital technologies to support innovative projects for sustainability and green transition. We will also identify very innovative technologies, very innovative projects based on digital technologies, and invite you and them to our national sandbox for energy efficiency. We divided that sandbox into 4 main areas. The first area is circular economy, the second is energy efficiency, the third is the sustainable mobility, and the fourth is advanced digital technologies. We know that advanced digital technologies, you just heard today explaining Metaverse and Web3 and XR and AR. In any case, those technologies not only create the efficient use of energy, but also create the framework and are innovative by themselves. Also, they contribute to less environmental footprint, to climate change adaptation, and we address this call to the companies that should measure, record, evident, and verify all the flows, material, product flows, and so on, with use of the combination of the converging digital technologies like AI, like big data, like blockchain, metaverse. Metaverse is very useful tool for collecting the data and to augmenting the data to be used in different types of activities. So I hope that all of you that are here today will learn how to use that metaverse, also how to use the services that were offered today at the
And again, I think Nena have the problem with the connection.
Follow us, and I will finish here because I know that I'm very long. Only one thing I would like to say, that we also as a state applied on European Union program for digital decade or Digital Europe program. We have their Trace for EU project. It will also contribute to adaptation of the climate change. We are supporting the traceability of documents and materials with the blockchain technology, and hopefully in some period of time also with the Web3 and Metaverse, because this is the long-term plan for this usage. Thank you very much today. I hope I was not too long, and I'm sorry for
you, Nena. No, we are just on time to conclude the second panel, and we are entering the last one, where the moderator, Saša Leban, I hope she will join us soon, and the panelists will focus on the future activities of Republic of Slovenia in oncoming activities of Slovenian Pavilion in Dubai, and of course COP28 taking place next year in Dubai. With no further delay, I will pass the floor and the microphone to Saša. You, please, you can pass the microphone, turn on the light, and start with the moderation. Thank you a lot.
Well, thank you very much again for the word. Why I will be moderating, because in the cabinet I'm responsible for all the economic development and also international trade. So Expo was one of the priority projects of the previous government and will be also important for our next years to come. Expo, at Expo 2020, we had a very good, let's say, results. We had we took advantage of the opportunity we had. That's why we would like to talk today a little bit about what was going on with the managing director of the Pavilion. But in any case, we are proud to announce also to the outside world that our government has decided to leave the Pavilion at the Expo site, where now will be Expo City. They call it like a Silicon Valley of the Middle East. And of course, we would like to be present with all our innovation technologies, and we would like to take the opportunity that Dubai has to offer, since 70% of the global business is there, and Dubai is extremely strong on digitalization also of the government. So we understand the opportunity. We will be there, and we will be not really confirmed yet what our program will be like. But in any case, we will keep the Pavilion because we have excellent strategic location at the entrance of the Sustainability District. And maybe we should, if I will be able to show you the presentation. Maybe not. Upload file, no? Just a second, please. Well, we have to be experiencing some baby step projects, being first time in the Metaverse, doing the event. So slowly we will be getting our things together, but let's see if it is working. No. Okay, good. Then I will just talk about it. So please, I would like to invite to a discussion Mr. Jurček Žmauc, the managing director of the Pavilion, to tell us how did you work on these opportunities, and how did you take the advantage of all of that Expo had to offer for Slovenia and international relations.
First of all, thank you for this invitation. And I just want to send especially all friends in warm Egypt, cold, big hello from Cleveland, Ohio, because it's really cold today. Yes, my opinion was always is if you are the size of Slovenia, or as Miro told, the Austria, there is no question you will be at Expo or not. If you're a big player, like these big guys, US, China, so it's not the reason. But if you are Slovenia, inside of Slovenia, and you want to show to the world who you are, it's really, first of all, necessary to be at Expo. Second, I think Slovenia as a government, as a political area, as business area, as social area, used that opportunity at Expo in Dubai 2020, 102%, not 102%. We all know we gone skeptic, how many companies, delegations, and everything, but under the line, we beat all the proposals, all the ideas, all the statistics, and especially we showed, or we put Slovenia on the map in that area. We can start, that in October 1st, 2021, first day of the opening, of the Expo, and also Slovenian Pavilion was a little bit skeptic, how this area will react. But as Saša mentioned, the location of our pavilion was number one location, the entrance of the sustainability zone. Our pavilion was, from all these pavilions, was the greenest pavilion at Expo. We showed how green is Slovenia. That was also motto of Slovenian Pavilion, was green, smart, and go to the future and make this experience. And second, we also, because we all know that there was 192 countries from 196 of the world have been there already. 4 didn't come. We showed to the rest of the world, not only the local, but to the rest of the world, who we are, what we are doing. And I can openly tell you, that I was many times at that 6 months, 182 days, proud to be Slovenian. We showed also today some of the companies they have visited, they have made presentations, at Pavilion at Expo. And I think this was the goal of previous government, of this government. And I was really honored and lucky, to get this information to US that Pavilion states that this will be like a hub for Slovenian companies, because we know Dubai as location is the lot of companies are using this as a hub to go to enter into other markets as India and Pakistan and Saudi Arabia and Qatar, now World Championship in soccer. And this is also opportunity, because we know, but we need to give life to that pavilion. And I'm also honored the second time, that the COP28 will be in Dubai, and I hope this government will use this opportunity and will use our pavilion and the people that are working there. And I want to give my word back to Saša. If there will be some more questions, I'm open.
Well, I unmuted myself, so I have problems like Miro to get back on loud voice. So how you explained, it really came down to the team, the program, the relationships that we had, but having the location at the entrance of sustainability district probably also helped, but also our pavilion, which was the green oasis in the middle of the desert, probably really attracted people. And when we had these business events, doing the international relationships, we really positioned ourselves as eager to do the business with these MENA countries.
No doubt. No doubt that all these questions, all these, ideas that we went to the Expo have been succeed, because, more than 600 companies, 30 general delegations, all the municipalities, regions, and the ministry from government, showed who we are. And I was always, and also when I was 20 years in diplomatic business, I always thought, where I work, it is not necessary to be, we heard so many times, small country. It's okay, size. But, one of the foreign minister of affairs told the really nice words, we are small, but not little. And that's the point.
We are small and with a big heart, and especially eager to show what we have to offer. So we are also eager to continue to be present on this market. And as I mentioned before, we will remodel a little bit our pavilion, because it was planned to be for the, let's say, visitors, spectators, to see a little bit about Slovenia. Now we'll really go into a focus as, let's say, like a representative office of the Slovenian government to support Slovenian businesses, and also to be a hub, not just for, let's say that we will offer space to all EU countries that do not have pavilion there, and we will enhance our content, our events, and our relationships by offering that to the public. We will, as we have Nena here, because she's really very strong on opening the relationships with the EU in this blockchain and technologies of the future. Of course, this will be one of our priorities to show the pioneership that we have, and also to create more opportunities. And since today we are at COP, I would really like to emphasize that in line with our priorities, we will be focusing on the content about the climate protection. So Nena, please tell us how you envision the possibilities, because you were at Expo in Dubai when the event was going on. You also held some events. How do you envision the possibilities that our pavilion at Dubai offers? Mute you also.
Thank you very much, and let me also express the gratefulness that the government of Slovenia confirmed that continuation of our success story from Expo. So we will probably be able to create that kind of approach that we started in Expo. I have to say that we had two very strong events. One was on blockchain for SDGs, and we were addressing exactly the topics that we are talking about today. So I'm very glad that the story continues on. And the second event was also dedicated to advanced digital technologies. But this event, which was in March, was co-organized with the regulatory organizations from the UIA. So I will just present the framework, what we were thinking about that should be beneficial if we appear in Dubai, in the Expo City in the next year, or maybe even longer period. First, I'm the member of government advisory body in INADBA. This is International Organization for Blockchain and Trusted Base Association. And as such, INADBA established a branch of INADBA, which is formed in Brussels and have a seat in Brussels, also in UIA. So the head of the branch is ADGM. This is Abu Dhabi Global Market Organization, which is the regulator. So then we started the communication, and also with Digital Dubai, how to continue our cooperation. And if we decide on the national level to continue this cooperation, we will probably go further within this communication. The second thing is that we have in Europe many of organizations or associations or the national networks that are willing to go international. For example, we have European Startup Nation Alliance, and we were talking how to, for example, how to boost, how to enable to the companies to scale up, to start up, to support the companies when they come into foreign markets which are not on EU. And for scalability, we were also talking about how to support them to appear on the market and to access to market of the Middle East, of MENA region, of Africa, and also of the Far East. So the possibility is that there are contact points of that European networks, for example, also European Blockchain Partnership, which will be somehow created in European Data Infrastructure Consortium, has the potential to have a contact point there. And we will definitely address this topic to other European networks if the things are going in this way, what we were considering during the Expo. And the third is that also their institutions are ready to support our certain specific activities. And now when we have MetaCop or Metaverse platform for communication, for peer-to-peer communication, also for not only business to business, but also government to business, we can now start to create the environment in which we are going to start the communication even before it is renewed and put into operation the pavilion or the regional hub, for example, that we were talking about, and create a virtual one so that we can enter into this market ready if when we create that program, which should be then presented to wider audience at the later stage. Thank you.
Well, excellent. We are looking forward to seeing these plans in action when the time comes. And what Nena was talking about is actually what we are starting today, creating partnerships. As I was mentioning in my initial speech, we really need as much partnership as possible to exchange our ideas, our best practices, and to work together to attack this monster, which is called climate destruction. So I see that Andrea is already with us. She is the head of the internationalization department at Spirit Slovenia, who was in charge of getting ready all the pavilion done for the expo, but will also work very closely with the ministry to prepare the content for expo, not for the pavilion at Expo City. However, just to spice up our discussion, I would like to ask somebody to give me that short video just to see how the transition we go from the old expo to the new expo. 1 minute video, please, Tadej. Maybe. And in the meantime, while Tadej is preparing, are we getting close? Maybe? Tadej? Do you hear me? Tadej? Okay.
Well,
no sound. Well, I really wanted to get this vibrant music, which is in the background. However, due to the technical difficulties of these first baby steps, we'll, of course, work on that for the next time. So maybe in the meantime, Andrea, please share with us some of your ideas, how you see the potential and how you can get involved in the program.
Saša, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants of the business conference, Digital Innovations for Green Transformation, it is my great pleasure to welcome you on behalf of Spirit Slovenia Business Development Agency. I am glad to be with you here today. With the National Pavilion, as we already said, Expo Dubai, Slovenia has managed to show the international public the assets that distinguish us in various fields, from business to tourism, sports, education, and many, many others. So therefore, Slovenia has also recognized the added value and extraordinary potential of the District 2020 project for the Slovenian economy and decided that our pavilion, our green oasis, will remain in Dubai. In the long term, it will be a meeting place for economic, business, and tourist activities, as well as a place for meetings, exchanges, and organization of the events. So Spirit Slovenia will implement various activities to promote the Slovenian economy and its businesses, as well as Slovenia as a green, creative, smart and innovative country. Primarily, the focus will be on green energy, smart city innovation, mobility and technologies that support these concepts. Thus, various business delegations, business meetings and events will be held, and Slovenian companies will be offered concrete assistance in the market analysis, search for potential business partners. They will be able to rent an office and many other activities. So, Spirit Slovenia Business Development Agency is, in fact, acts as a one-stop store offering free services to foreign investors and buyers of Slovenian goods. So we provide business and market information, organize fact-finding trips, establish contacts with industry and local authorities, and much more. And we also offer many programs and services for the growth and development of our Slovenian companies. So the Slovenian Pavilion was already one of the most visible and most visited pavilions during the World Expo Dubai, and I'm sure that it will be the same now. So you are invited to visit our national pavilion when it will be ready and experience the innovative spirit of Slovenia. I promise you that it will be an experience worth of your time. So thank you for your attention.
And again, okay, here we are. So just a short question. Thank you very much, Andrea. We are looking forward to see that as well. Just a question to our technical department. Do we have a sound for our second video?
Here I need help from Miroslav with the previous video that I shared. There should be sound. So Miroslav, if you can check it out, because I prepared the second video for Saša.
Well, in the meantime, the video is about how Expo City will become this Silicon Valley, or let's say the opportunities plentiful opportunities for innovative digital tech and companies for climate protection. So this was one of the reasons that we would like to be present. And the second one is that COP next year is at this Expo location. So we will be at the heart of COP. And as Nena was putting before, we will have, let's say, option to invite to host the events, have the real pavilion, and we will really take the advantage of everything that Slovenia has to offer and everything to show at our own pavilion. We will be hosting, as I said before, other countries from EU and working on the international relationships with the MEASA countries. So really looking forward to prepare together in the, let's say, working group, which will be made from different ministries to really come up with a program that will cover our presence for the COP28. At this point of time, if we don't get to get the video going...
I think that Miroslav prepared the video. Miroslav, do you have the video prepared?
Yeah, it is here.
Just to see the potential that Expo City has to offer. But
big screen.
And if we can all mute the microphones, if the sound will be working. Otherwise, we will just go to the next point. Well, anyone has any questions? So let's just wrap this up. Jurček, do you think we're going in the right direction with the pavilion in Dubai? Do you
Yes,
think
I
our
think Andrea
companies will respond to that?
Yes, I think Andrea just put the point, on a desk, is that recognition of Slovenia, what means Slovenian pavilion in Dubai at Expo City now, not at Expo 2020, but now at Expo City. But before I left the US, I visited the Ministry for Economics, the leadership, and I told them, if you want to start to make a really good business or something or hub in Dubai, you need to start in Slovenia. You need to go to Obrtna zbornica, you need to go to Gospodarska zbornica, you need to go to the companies, you need to go to the clubs, you need to talk with them and explain to them, as at the beginning, what was Expo. We all know, Sasha, and Andrea knows, it was not so positive, why we need Expo, why Dubai. But we explained to them that Dubai was only the location. Whole world was there for 6 months, and we can now explain to the companies what means the future of Expo City in the future. The Silicon Valley, you mentioned many times, the Silicon Valley Technological Park, the biggest one in that area, and blah, blah, blah. And that, if the companies will recognize, again, Andrea's word, recognize, the value of that location, of what the government is offering to the companies, I think this will be a story of success.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Jurček. So what I would like to say is that we are really looking forward to start preparing the program also for the COP. And since we are in climate protection area, let's work on this as much as we can with the international community. Let's take the proactive role and let's show how we can make this planet better and healthier again. Miro, we gave you some time. Now the time has gone, and thank you very much for having us. So I would like to wrap up this panel. I was surprise moderator. But since we have you here, Miro, we prepared this event of today as a partnership. We started it between Slovenia and Austria. You approached us from the Austria, and we saw that we have much in common, and that if we work together, we can do great things. Also among our companies, our organizations, and we were discussing the opportunities of how to enlarge that and how to get through your coalition from the non-governmental bodies, how to get them together and work together and use this Metaverse tool to get a message across. So please tell us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sasha. Thank you very much, Nena, Tadej, Andrea, Jurček. It's such a pleasure and honor to work with you on this and to grasp this window of opportunity that we have here for us, for our economies, and for the world, and also for strengthening of our Slovenian and Austrian bilateral relations. It's really wonderful to see us aligned in this understanding that this is an opportunity and that we have the potentials to be relevant players, big players on the road to COP28 and beyond. And thanks for your cooperativeness. Thanks for the great work that you are doing. And I'm very much looking forward to be successful partners in the future and to make the world a little bit better and give our youth also the hope that there are people who are working boldly and innovatively on the right solutions. Thank you very much, and onwards to Dubai and to the next victories together.
Thank you. See you in the Metaverse. Ciao.
Stay warm, guys. Stay warm.
Ciao.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Miro. So we give you the word to wrap up the event.
Thank you.